Hi there, ho there, happy day, everybody. Let's have fun and be totally lazy because we all work too fucking hard for not nearly enough. Hi, everybody. It's Monday James here from Monday James HQ. We're going to do the housekeeping real quick because I always forget to do it. Please, if you're on YouTube seeing this, please hit subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please head over to my Patreon, patreon.com/JamesHearneMusic, and sign up there for free if you don't want to pay anything, or for like $1 a month if you do. Head over to jameshearne.bandcamp.com to pick up the Artisan Sessions Volume 1. Cool. I've been thinking a lot about mechanics today, last couple of days, really. You think about, a batter in baseball, right? You got to have your, by the time you hit a pros, you're so trained. You know how far apart to put your feet. You know how hard to bend your knees. You know where to put your hands, what angle to put the bat at. You've been coached so effectively that you're just in a lockdown mode, right? But today on the way to the game, you get out of the car, you twist your ankle a little bit. Not that bad, but, a little bit. It's a little sore. And so you get up to bat, and you want to change your weight a little bit. So not putting as much weight on that ankle, so you put your legs a little closer together, but that means your hips move a little differently, means your shoulders move a little differently, means your back comes out a little bit higher, and then instead of being a solid single to left center, it's a grounded or short, and you're out. It's little things. Game of inches, right? Why am I thinking about this? Well, I'll tell you. I get head colds. We all get head colds, right? I don't usually lose my voice when that happens. In fact, it's been 28 years of playing rock and roll in various formats, semi-professionally, fully professionally, etc. And in 28 years, I can only recall 2 times when I've actually lost my voice to the degree that I was unable to perform a show the way that I wanted. Once was a folk show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in 2012 or 13, I can't recall which, and once was this week. Fun. I was so excited on Monday last week about the Can't Hardly Wait's show on Thursday, and then a bunch of folk gigs for the weekend. Wednesday, I got a little bit sick. Not a lot sick, but a little bit sick, Thursday's a little worse. And went to do the Can't Hardly Wait show, which was really fun, to be clear, even despite all of this. And if anyone who was there hopefully had a great time, and I'll look forward to the next one. But halfway through that show, my voice, which was already a little janky, just decided, no, we're done. We're not doing this anymore. And so it was a thing where suddenly I had maybe a half of my regular range, but not in any kind of predictable way. For a while, I had no falsetto whatsoever, and then for a while, only my falsetto worked. I'm singing Right Here, Right Now by Jesus Jones, and the verses are fine, and I go to I was alive, but I waited, and that, nothing. Just, a clusterfuck of nothing. Absolutely disastrous. I mean, the worst. Sang through a half a show that way. I don't quite know how or frankly why, but rough. Canceled shows Friday, canceled shows Saturday. Should have canceled last night too, frankly, but unfortunately, thanks to the capitalist hellscape, my landlord doesn't care if I can or can't sing, so headed out to Bastrop last night. Had a lovely time in Bastrop, playing at a very awesome place called Neighbors Kitchen and Yard. Very great space. Really had a great time. Would have loved to have sung a great show. But what I found as I was doing it last night, and this is a folk show. I've done, a couple thousand folk shows in my life, I'm sitting down, I'm focused. All I have to worry about is my hands and my voice. But as I'm and I thought, I was a 75%. I can do a show, right? It was more 60% voice, to be clear. But so the air's not moving through my throat the way I'm accustomed to, which means my breathing patterns change. And once my breathing patterns change, now my hands change because I'm so accustomed. The machine is now not working properly, and so my right hand, my rhythm hand, is having to change around the way that my breath is having to change. And now that my rhythm's changing, now it's throwing off my fingers, my chording, because, wait, what part of the strum am I on? And now I'm thinking. And as you all know, my brain doesn't really work. So if I'm thinking about this stuff, we're going wrong. We're off on a bad path. So what could have been, at worst, a solid single into left center ended up being kind of a grounder short. My apologies to those in Bastrop and to those at the Can't Hardly Wait show for the gig I was unable to give you. Please come back. We'll try it again another time. On a related note, I will not be doing Songs of the Week this week because, as you can probably hear, I'm still a little bit off, and I do need to do the show today, and I would like to rest my voice as much as I can beyond that, because otherwise I think it will not really work. I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling about 90%. I would say that my voice feels like probably maybe the actual 75% that I thought yesterday's 55% was. But still, we're just going to do as little sing as we can so that the show today will go as well as can be hoped for, so that I can get my voice back to do rehearsal tomorrow with KTO. And then for the week, let's talk about the week, which is actually a relatively smooth transition for me, which is unusual. For the week, today's Monday. Hi, it's Monday, James, with the voice issues. And I will be at the Blind Pig from 5 to 8 for the Welcome to the Working Week residency, per usual, to do my... will probably be a little bit quieter hollers today, because I don't think I have loud hollers in me today. Stinks, man. Let me tell you how much I tried to vocal rest on Friday, Saturday. I didn't talk at all. I whispered to the dog, who, didn't care. But, man, stinks. Stupid head cold. So today, Blind Pig, Welcome to the Working Week, 5 till 8. Miraculously, I have a rehearsal Tuesday, but that's just a rehearsal. Nothing Wednesday, nothing Thursday, which I fucking need real bad, to just take some time off and relax a little bit. I had a couple sick days, but I was kind of sick, and I've been working my shit off this month and last month. And I'm so pleased and so proud and so glad of that, because I love my work and I love to do what I do. And I also like to not be, homeless and destitute. So this is all well and good, but man, I fucking need some time off, a little bit of a break. And preferably a break where I'm not ass out on the couch with a cold. So I'm really looking forward to having, Wednesday, Thursday to just kind of hang out and maybe be a human who doesn't work every day all the time. But Friday's Halloween, as you maybe noticed if you look at your calendar, which means KTO will be at the Blind Pig doing the Halloween show. We did it last year. It was super, super fun. We all wear costumes. It's a costume contest at some point in the show. We got some new songs to pick up for it. It's going to be a ruckus and a chaos, and 6th Street on a Friday on Halloween. And we'll be done before midnight, so you can get the fuck out of there. And go home, which is great, because the later you go on 6th Street, the weirder shit gets. We were there 8 to 11:30. It's just going to be a hoot and a holler, man. We're going to go all out. We love this fucking show. Saturday, I have, of course, 2 shows like I do. Where's the first one? I just forgot. Hang on. Saturday in the afternoon, I will be out at Hilmy Wines in the Hill Country from 1 to 4. Out towards Fredericksburg. Love that place. Haven't been there for a minute. Looking forward to that. Saturday night, KTO will be doing our apparently also traditional night after Halloween at Willie's Joint in Buda. We did it last year as well. We will probably also be wearing the costumes from Halloween, so we get at least 2 wears out of them. It will be a fun show as well, albeit a little bit less chaotic. So maybe if you're into that kind of thing, we'll be in Buda Saturday night at Willie's Joint, which is a great little space down off Main Street. Main Street? I can't think. Yeah, it's Main Street. In Buda. Sunday, another doubleheader, because no fucking rest for the wicked. Heading out to Lost Draw Wines from Johnson City in the afternoon. I love Lost Draw. I haven't been there for a minute either. That'll be 2 to 5 in the afternoon, heading back in the town, heading up to Boulevard Social for the Sunday evening coming down residency, which will now be this last Sunday was the last time I'm not doing that. I had the gig in Bastrop already booked. But from now on, Sunday night, if you're wondering where I'm going to be, I will be at Boulevard Social from 8 till 11 doing the Sunday evening coming down. Residency. So today, Blind Pig should be a pretty low-key show because I don't have a high key right now. 5 to 8, Blind Pig. Welcome to the working week. Friday, Kathleen Turner Overdrive does the Halloween Spectacular. Spooktacular would be the funnier way to say that. At the Blind Pig, 8 to 11:30. Come on out and have the chaos. Saturday, Hilmy Wines, followed by KTO at Willie's Joint in Buda. Sunday, Lost Draw Wines, followed by Boulevard Social for the Sunday evening coming down. Residency. In conclusion, don't get sick. It stinks. And, keep an eye on your mechanics and, make sure that your swing is solid, getting power from the hips, keep the bat level, hands together, and, just sort of drive it through, hit it where they ain't. And, we'll see you next week, ideally in a more healthy state. All right. Cheers.